And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan. Once again, bringing you my thoughts and review for today's episode of Star Wars' The Bad Batch, Season 2, Episode 5. So, if you've not seen this episode, some spoilers ahead. Even though this episode doesn't really have nothing really major to spoil, but just in case you don't want to know until you watch it yourself, I highly recommend go check it out. It's a pretty interesting little episode. Very not Star Wars-y, if you catch my drift. It felt more Indiana Jones kind of an episode where the team literally goes on the planet with this supposed treasure hunter lady that we met in a couple episodes back. And, she's telling these wild stories about how she finds these massive, great treasures. Obviously, Omega gets very curious, and then she ends up finding something in a junkyard that her and Wrecker were going through to look for some scraps. She finds this map to some random planet that nobody's even heard of throughout the systems that's like really deep in space. So they all decide to go out there to see what they can find because the map leads them to that planet and there's something there. However, when they get there, it starts to feel more Indiana Jonesy, where they got booby traps, they got secret doors and passages, and this is on a planet, people. You gotta remember that this is on a planet, so you get that vibe of kind of like Indiana Jones feel. There's a creature out there also on the planet, doing, I guess, guarding something, because it kind of makes it feels like it's guarding something. So there's that. So you get that sense of adventure kind of feel for it. And so I thought that was pretty interesting. On what they find, it's pretty interesting as well, because they find, I guess, it's like this, crystal looking thing, but if they remove it, in Indiana Jones, if you've seen that movie, you move something from its sacred place, something bad happens. Well, something does bad happen. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but let's just say the thing that actually happens, it kind of reminded me of Pokemon in a way. So I'll leave it at that. But it was an okay episode. Like I said, it didn't really feel more like Star Wars, but it did feel like Indiana Jones. But then again, Indiana Jones and Star Wars are under the Lucasfilm brand in Disney. So there's that. So I thought that was a different touch. It was great seeing the team back together again. The whole team was together. After watching this episode, I kind of noticed something that I guess I never noticed before. I kind of wish they had their own droid. I don't know. The lady that they were with had her own droid. So it kind of feels like maybe that's what the team is missing, or their own protocol droid or something. I don't know. I feel like when you have a team in Star Wars, when they're all working together, the droid always ends up being like the main savior of the team. Yeah, sure, they have Omega, and she's got that childlike wonder, but still, a droid also has that childlike wonder without them actually understanding the droid. But yet, the droids, for us audience, don't understand the droid, but when we see it, it's like they serve purposes, like kind of like what R2 does and C-3PO, for the group. They blend perfectly with them. So I kind of wish we would get that in future episodes. Maybe if there's another season, maybe they can get their own droid and to be a part of the team. I don't know. It just feels like they're missing a droid to be a part of the team. Like the team is not complete. That's what I'm trying to say. But other than that, it was an okay episode. I am glad the team is back together, and yeah, let's see what happens in next week's episode. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Stay tuned for more, and thank you very much, and have a good day.